So today we are going to be making French onion soup, and French onion soup is actually quite simple to make. So we are going to start off with 5 pounds of onions. We have 6 onions here. And the importance of French onion soup is letting a lot of time and letting the onions saute completely down. We also have some French bread. It's better if the bread is like a couple days old, so it's more dry, but if not, you can just put it in the toaster, not to toast it, just till it's like a bit crispy. And we have cut it on the diagonal so it has more surface area. Then we have some of the beef broth. We don't actually know how much beef broth we're going to use until the onions have sauteed down. Then we have some grated up Gruyere cheese. If you don't have Gruyere, you can just use Swiss. They're like kind of the same. Then we have some butter to saute the onions in. And then we have some thyme to season. And then we have some sherry. The sherry isn't super important, but it just adds a little bit more flavor. Okay, so we are going to slice the onion in half. And if you have a mandolin, you can use a mandolin, but if you don't, it's fine. And then we are going to chop the onion up into thin slices. Okay, so now we have our 5 pounds of onions, and it looks like a lot, but it'll saute down to like pretty much nothing. So we're gonna put all of these into our pot, and then we are going to be adding about a half a stick of butter, and this will just help the onions saute down. So we are going to saute the onions on medium heat for about 30 to 45 minutes until they have reduced in size quite a bit and until they're golden brown. Okay, so it has been about 10 minutes now since we started the heat, and you can see how the onions are beginning to reduce down. And so right about now, we are going to add some salt, just a nice pinch, and then we are also going to add a nice pinch of our thyme. So it has been an hour, and we are going to add a 1/4 cup of sherry and our beef broth. It smells good. So in the end, we used about 2 of these 32 ounce beef broths. And now we are just going to slightly salt the soup because there hasn't really been very much salt added up to this point. Okay, so now we are going to ladle our soup into the bowls. And then we are going to put 2 pieces of bread on each soup bowl. And then we are going to add a sprinkle of the Swiss cheese to each bowl. And then these will be baked at 350 for 20 to 30 minutes, and we pre-toasted the bread so it will be nice and dry. Okay, so you can see that the bread and the cheese are nicely browned and it is ready to be eaten.